Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new interview series video. In this video, we will discuss eight very important risk management remote jobs related interview questions and answers and that are applicable in 2025. So, I welcome you all in this video. You have to listen very carefully each of the interview questions one by one, and I will require you to have a notebook or copy of yours to write down what I will say as the responses. So let's discuss each question one by one. By writing the responses, which I will tell you for each question, will help you memorize the answers. And in the interview, you will be able to reproduce the answers, or you can catch some important keywords so that the interviewer may assess your knowledge. So let's start the video. So the question number one is why do you want to do a remote job? These days, as you know, institutions are hiring professionals worldwide as a remote job worker. So the question may be why do you want to do a remote job? The question is asked because the interviewer want to know that whether are you doing some other work or will you be doing the work with the company dedicatedly. So the question is why do you want to do a remote job? So you have to answer like I want to do a remote job because of various reasons like the flexibility of doing the work from home and utilizing my time more efficiently. And in the age of digitalization, the remote job and remote meetings are effective. So I think that while working with the risk management team remotely, I will be able to manage the risk management tasks and responsibilities efficiently. And if I want to do any meeting, I will be conducting the meetings on the Zoom or any portal that will be provided to me by the company. So this will not only create the efficiency of myself, but the efficiency of the whole risk management department will improve. So I will be doing the remote job, and I assure you that I will not be doing any other job in the timings that I will commit with your company. The question number two might be why do you want to join our company? So you have to say that I have researched about the company's profile. I've seen the profiles of the senior management team and I am very impressed with the team. I think the company's vision and mission aligns with my career growth prospects and the target which I am pursuing to further my career in the risk management. And I have seen the financial statements of the company in which the proper disclosure of risk management shows that the risk management strategy and the risk management practices are matured in your organization. That's why I applied for this job. The question number three might be very basic. What is a risk? Usually, the interviewer asks this question because they want to know the concept of the professional, and you have to reproduce the definition of risk here. So, I assume that you already know the definition of risk. If not, so listen very carefully and write down in your paper or book. Risk means the adverse outcome due to any event or any action. So, this is the very simple form of definition. So, you have to say that risk may be the negative outcome or adverse outcome that occur usually due to any trigger point or any specific action taken by the company or institution or any specific department. So, the question number four might be can you name few of the important risk management frameworks? And the risk management frameworks should be acceptable at the international level or international markets and institutions. So you have to tell the name of the risk management frameworks here. So you might be aware about the ISO standards, that is the international recognized standard for the risk management. ISO 31000 is the standard relevant to the risk management issued by the ISO. And another risk management framework that is internationally accepted and recognized is the COSO ERM or COSO's Enterprise Risk Management Framework. So, if you tell these two names, number one is ISO 31000 Risk Management Standard and COSO Enterprise Risk Management COSO ERM Framework, then the interviewer will easily get to know that you are aware of the internationally accepted risk management frameworks. The question number 5 might be why there is a need to adopt a risk management framework that is acceptable at international level. So this question is linked with the previous question, question number 4, where you answered or mentioned two risk management frameworks like the ISO 31000 and COSO ERM. And now this question is why there is a need to adopt a risk management framework. Why the institutions are required to adopt any particular risk management framework that should be acceptable at international level. So your answer should be to adopt a risk management framework, the institution ensures that the risk management practices are aligned and the risk management practices are implemented as per the guidelines prescribed by the standard or framework that is accepted. So let's suppose if the COSO's ERM framework is accepted, then the institution must follow the processes and procedures and the hierarchies related to risk management that are prescribed in the COSO's ERM framework. So by adopting a risk management framework, organizations or institutions commit to a particular framework and follows the requirement to streamline the risk management practices from top to bottom. The question 6 might be what is the difference between a risk management policy and a risk management procedure document? Usually the candidates confuse between the policy and procedure. So the risk management policy or risk policy is a broader guideline that is defined by the leadership or the senior management of the institution, while the risk management procedures or risk procedures are the detailed guidelines, step-by-step procedures to perform the risk management activities down the line. And the risk management practices include the identification of risk, assessment of risk, prioritization of risk, mitigation of risk, and the monitoring and control of risk. So the difference between the policy and procedure is the detail and depth. Policy is always a broader document, broader guideline issued by the senior management down the line, and procedures are detailed step-by-step documents or procedures that the risk management team and the risk management process owners perform on a regular basis. The question number 7 might be what are the key steps of performing risk management? So before discussing the answer to this question, I would request you to subscribe this channel for these types of videos. I hope this channel will help you in building your governance, risk management, compliance knowledge. You can check the playlist on this channel as well for various types of videos related to risk management, compliance, regulatory compliance, cybersecurity, interview questions and answers series. So definitely this channel will help you, and I will be waiting for your feedback. You can give in the comment, so that will be also helpful for me. So let's discuss the answer to this question. What are the key steps of performing risk management? So the number one step of performing the risk management is the identification of risk. And by identification of risk, we mean the exploring different risk sources, including the policies, procedures, practices, systems implemented in the organization, and then capturing the risks faced by the institution. The step number 2 of the risk management is the performance of risk assessment, in which the inherent and residual risk assessments are performed, and where the risks and controls are prioritized based on the maturity of the risk level and the maturity of the implementation of controls to mitigate the risk. Then the number 3rd step is the mitigation of risk based on the risk prioritization. So the high or critical risks are to be mitigated on the top priority of the organization, and then medium and then low level category of risks are targeted by the institutions to mitigate them. And the 4th step is to ensure that the risk management action plan is implemented appropriately, so that the advisable new controls are implemented by the process owners, and the management supervises those implementation practices. And finally, the 5th step is the performance of risk management reviews and monitoring by the risk management team to ensure that new identified risks are captured in the risk registers for risk assessment, and previously issued risk management plan is implemented as per the timelines prescribed to the process owners. Question 8 might be what are the fundamentals of risk management and how many categories of risks are there which an institution must identify and manage. So if you are the risk management professional and you want to do the job in the risk management domain, or already doing a job in the risk management domain in any organization, either remotely or either the on-site, the fundamentals of risk management must be clear to you, and by the fundamentals we mean the uh, strategy that is set by the senior management to implement the risk management practices. And in the fundamentals, the process of performing risk management also is included, and the development of policies and procedures of risk management are also included. So the fundamentals, you can say that the fundamentals of risk management include defining the appropriate risk management strategy approved by the board of directors and implemented through the senior management. And the fundamentals also include the development of risk management procedures and policies, and defining the overall risk management steps as per the adopted internationally accepted risk management framework, like suppose COSO Enterprise Risk Management Framework. And if you see that there are two parts of this question, and the question number two is how many categories of risks are there. So there are lots of categories of risk, but you have to tell the major categories, including the credit risk. Number two is the operational risk. Number three is the liquidity risk. Number fourth is the cyber security risk or information security risk. And number five is the financial risk. And number six is the compliance or legal risk. So if you answer the names of the categories or the major categories of risk, then the interviewer would easily assess your knowledge about the different categories of risk and the fundamentals of the risk management practices. I would like you to know that if you do not know about the operational risk management, if you do not know about the liquidity risk management, operational risk management, cybersecurity risk management, then start exploring these types of risk domains. And if possible, you can conduct the courses available in the market, so your knowledge would be enhanced in this way. Subscribe this channel, and I will be uploading the next interview question series on this channel related to compliance. So uh, keep in touch, and I hope you have carefully listened to each of the responses and note down the responses for your revision and later reference. So thank you for watching. Let's meet in the next video.